sing, but I can't speak. I'm paralyzed when you're next to me, running on dream, 'cause I can't see how this could be reality. You're holding me close, and I don't know, do I let you in, do I let it show? All of my fears and all of my ghosts are the only thing I've ever known.
Hey everybody, happy Tuesday. Welcome back to Morning Coffee with Rick Alexander. I hope you guys are having a great morning. I hope your coffee's good, and I hope you're getting a lot from this. You know, that intro music is always provided by Brittany Taylor. She is Barbell Brittany on Instagram, and I am at Rick Alexander _ on Instagram. And if you guys are digging this and you could let me know, I would really enjoy it. I love hearing from y'all. I love knowing you're listening. And also, if you share it, you know, hopefully your friends that might be able to gain something from it, and from my perspective, will be able to do so as well. So as I'm recording this, just last Friday was my final day in the military, over a decade of military service. And I was thinking back on all of the experiences that I had. And what I learned, there were a lot of ups and downs. A lot of things went wrong. A lot of things went right. And if there was something that I could boil down from the military experience that I think that you guys could really apply to your own lives, regardless of what you do, there's a reason that you started whatever it is you're doing. And you might be overwhelmed like we talked about yesterday, or sometimes you might lose focus, right? You might lose sight of the reason. So maybe you got a job and you were really excited about it, but a lot of bullshit has happened since then. Maybe some bureaucratic shit. Maybe there are things happening where you can't see the big picture and you no longer understand. So you feel disconnected from the mission or from the task at hand, or maybe you feel disconnected from your life because the direction that you thought it was going, it no longer seems like it's going. And so when I think about all of those times, I think about all of the sort of downtrodden times that I had in the military, times when things went wrong, where I didn't like the bureaucratic bullshit, or I couldn't understand a decision that was made, or I didn't like the direction even of the United States. When I think back on things like that happened in my career, I think about the one thing that got me through it and helped me, and it was this idea that you should always hold the standard. Because there's a reason that you started doing whatever it is that you're doing. And whatever that reason is, it demands a standard of excellence in order for it to be executed well, right? And so maybe when I think about the military, maybe it was patriotism or honor or legacy or family legacy or something like that. But there's a reason why you started your sport, your hobby, your passion, your family, your job, all of these things. There was an initial reason why you started. And that reason demands excellence. And deep down, we all know what that standard of excellence is. And so when I think back on the times that I've strayed and the times where things weren't going as well as I'd wanted them to, it's because I deviated from that standard of excellence. And so now whenever I get lost, whenever I start to wonder what the hell I'm doing, I realize that instead of projecting all of my problems outward, and instead of blaming other people, instead of becoming a victim of my circumstance, instead of wondering, why is this thing going wrong? The best thing that you can do is own the current situation you're in and hold the fucking standard. Because in 2018, the world is going to present lots and lots of ways for you not to. There's going to be a lot of reasons why what you're doing shouldn't be done. There's going to be a lot of people, when you fucking stand for something, there's going to be a lot of people that tell you you should not stand for that thing. There's going to be people that talk shit about you when you do. There's going to be people that are close to you and they're not going to understand. But see, the thing is, you had a reason for starting. You know what the standard of excellence is in your own life, and you should carry yourself as such. Because then when things go wrong, then when things aren't working out, you can look in the mirror and you can know that you held the standard, and believe it or not, that matters. You know, one way to think about it might be if you've ever gone through a really bad breakup. And all of a sudden, whenever you go through a bad breakup, maybe there were things that you did when you were in that relationship that you weren't super proud of. And maybe they weren't even bad things. Maybe they were, maybe they weren't. I don't know your life. But one of the things that the human mind does is once it's confronted with tragedy, it's instantly going to inventory all of the things that it's done right and it's done wrong. And it's going to bring the things that you've done wrong to your front and center focus. And so when you go through a really bad breakup, sometimes one of the things that happens is we all instantly realize all of the things that we did wrong, and it hurts us, and we're overcome with guilt. Because we know we didn't hold the standard of what a good boyfriend or a good girlfriend or a good husband or a good wife should be. But see, when things are going wrong, and things are going to go wrong because there's nothing that we can do about that. When things are happening that are outside of our control, when things are happening that we don't understand, the one thing that we can always control is our standard for excellence. We can always control the way that we react to every single situation. We can always control the way that we carry ourselves. And you should carry yourself well, because then when things do go wrong, you're going to be the rock in that situation. You're still going to know what north is when everybody else is going in the wrong direction. And listen, a lot of people in the world are lost today. A lot of people. A lot of people don't have any standards for themselves, for their relationships, for the things that they're doing. And you see it all the time. You see it on social media. This sort of self-deprecating humor has become really pervasive in society today, right? It's like funny to like not have a job or like not a lot of money or be crushed by student loans. And I get it. I'm not like talking shit about finding humor and things like that. But like sometimes you need to step back and you be like, I've got a fucking standard for my life and I'm going to hold that standard. I've got an amount of money that I make. I've got a way that I want to live my life. I know the person that I want to be. I know who I want to look back in the mirror when I look in the mirror, and I guarantee that you have that same standard for yourself. And you should start holding yourself to it, so when shit goes wrong, you still know who you are. You have values. And if you don't have values, start thinking about it. There's no better place that you could spend time than doing deep work about the things that you really care about in this life. You want to get passionate about something? Figure out what makes you mad in the world. What makes you angry? What justice is going unsolved? Where can you step up? Where can you stand when others kneel? It might not be popular. People might not understand every decision you make. But as long as you can stand for something, as long as you have a standard for yourself and your excellence, well, you'll always know what north is. I can tell you that. And listen, a little more fire and brimstone than I normally do in my morning coffees, but I've been thinking about it a lot, and I think that the world would be a lot better place if we all held the standard a little bit more. And you know what that standard is. You know the reason you started this thing. And that reason, that standard, that's what's going to help you keep going when it gets tough. I hope you guys have a great Tuesday. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Morning coffee.
I've been trying to find this vibe for a long time. Always seeming like it's coming on its own time. But it feels so good, ain't gonna lie. My ride or die, feels so good, ain't gonna lie. Now that last goodbye, all the way up and you can't take this. Cause it's feeling so real that you can't fake this. But it feels so good, ain't gonna lie. My ride or die, feels so good, ain't gonna lie. Now that last goodbye, we ain't never gonna quit. We ain't never gonna quit it, boy. Nah, we ain't never gonna quit. Nah, we ain't never gonna quit it. Always trying to chime me. The temperature be rising. I could've sworn that you'd be sidekick. 1-800. You push my buttons, I'm like Tyson. Been years since I felt like this. So blessed. Gonna ask if you can stay for the rest. I'm alive cause I need you. Real joy in my life, yeah, I need you. Just be you. We ain't never gonna quit. We ain't never gonna quit it, boy. Nah, we ain't never gonna quit. Nah, we ain't never gonna quit it. Every day's a gift, just take it as it comes. Embrace it through the mist, weather, rain or sun. Every day is a gift, you got air up in your lungs. Be grateful, rain or sun. Every day's a gift, just take it it as it comes. Embrace it through the mist, weather, rain or sun. Every day is a gift, got air up in your lungs. Grateful rain or sun.